Welcome to Geos Creative. Graphic design, photography and video. Welcome to part 2 of Garden Restoration Milnthorpe. This was me in September of last year, and October it just got worse. It got absolute mire. We couldn't really do very much at all. If I'd have put another JCB in there, it would have just got stuck. So decided to leave it and wait till 2020 to restart the garden restoration project, which we did in May of this year. It got dry, so started to level it out, get to a reasonable level with the borders in place as well, and the shuttering boards. Bit more leveling needed to do, and then got a few tons of sub base, 20mm to dust sub base with some matting as well down first. Got that dropped, got it slit, and then put up a gabion, which is a round gabion which I had to put together, and then place stones in between it. And then in that is going to be topsoil, or is topsoil, and then there's going to be a tree in there as well. Had to whacker it down. This was quite fun with my mother trying out the whacker plate. So I did a good couple of passes with this to get it right whacked down. It was still quite high at the back, and probably had to take some more off, and then I had to get my levels right for putting these railway sleepers in, and put some more sub base down to get them level, and then with some mortar leveled with a torpedo and the lines that you can see there. I'm basically going to do 2 layers of railway sleepers. This is not the ideal way. Should have done this before we put down the sub base, but we changed our minds halfway through the garden project. A bit more sub base, bed of mortar with some bolts in there as well, so the bolts go into the mortar, and also some 12mm rebar. So this is the last section to go in to the railway sleepers. It's got this section here to go in, which we're just packing with hardcore, and then there's one over there that's a bit too high that we need to knock down. Once we've got this level, then we'll drill some pilot holes to put some bolts in, and then put a bed of concrete on here to secure that down for a good base. The other ones have set really well, so here goes. So perfect. You just pass me the small, what's called. So this one proved a bit difficult, really. It just wouldn't balance and bed in properly. Once all the sleepers were in, we did backfill it with some hardcore and also with some concrete as well, just to give it a bit more strength behind the back of the railway sleepers. Just in the corner there, that's me making a step. Hi there, so you can see all the sleepers are in now. I've bolted them in with some coach bolts into concrete, so that is now set. And then I've done a few holes and then put some screws to connect to the next sleeper. Just built a step and backfilled it with some concrete, and there'll be some decorative stones that go on top of there. and that's then going to be for an arch here eventually. Just finishing off the sleepers by putting some reinforced rebar in, 12mm rebar, so I'm going to have to cut that because it won't go any further because I've hit Australia. And then this one, going to hit that down. 2 more to go in on there. They are not moving for about 20 years. So if anyone wants to do any landscaping here, they're going to have a job taking these out. And then these are going to be beds along here, seating area, and we're just backfilling this with a dry mix along here, and then hopefully some more backfill of topsoil. And that's where we're up to so far. Once we did the beams, we then put down some kneaded gravel matting, which I'll put a link in the description below. And then we put some midnight blue 40 mil decorative gravel, and put those in the holes to give a bit of stability underneath when you're walking on here, because this is a hard landscaped garden with no grass. So all that went in there. That took about 2 cubic bags full of decorative stones, and then we set about building with the leftover wood a veg patch, little veg box there that we filled with more topsoil, and then we had to put more sub base, 20 mils of dust in this section because it wasn't high enough, and for the rest of this bit to be paved. And I'll show a picture of that later on, but we had to lift all this. This was just put down on tarmac. It's put down really badly, so all that had to be ripped up, and new paving is gone down there all across here right to the very back of the shed, just to keep it in with the stone that's already down, which is Raj Green from Staveley. A really nice stone, and it looks really nice now. Part 3 coming up with lots of planting, showing the finished products of the patio and also the arbour which we're going to build, and a few more bits and bobs. If you've liked this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. That would be greatly appreciated. More videos to come in the future. Take care, have a great day.